Hi, Beth from Home Stories A to Z. Today I'm going to show you how to make a letter A bookshelf. My friend Anna White has actually designed some plans for me that I'm going to be following with a few modifications. But before we start any kind of project, safety first. You want to protect all of your senses. So today when I'm wood cutting, I'm going to be using some 3M Tech products. I'm going to be using my mask over my nose for sawdust so I don't inhale it, my eyeglasses, and of course earplugs. So you want to get those ready first. And you can also just have some work gloves if you feel more comfortable using them. For the full tutorial of this project, feel free to hop over to my post. But the first thing that I'm going to do is take a 1x5 board. I've set my saw at 15 degrees and I'm going to start making some first cuts. Got my safety goggles on, my earplugs in, putting my mask on, I'm all ready to go. I've cut all of the pieces that I need to make my letter A, and one little tip that I want to give you is to make sure that you are labeling the size of your pieces as you go. That's going to make putting it together much easier. It's time to start putting it together, so I'm following Anna's plans. I've made some drill holes in my piece. If you have a Kreg jag, you can use that during this time. But what we're going to do is, after I've made the drill holes, just take a nail, poke it through the hole so that you know exactly where you want to make your next drill point. So I make a little indentation onto my board, and now I know exactly where to drill. Once you've made all of your drill holes, you're going to use wood screws to attach your wood pieces together. So we have the outline of the A all put together with our wood screws, and now we're working over here on the interior for the bookshelf piece. It's coming along nicely so far. We've screwed all of our pieces together. Our A is complete, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to back it with some 1/8 inch white coated press board. And to do this, I've lined up the edges. I'm simply going to take a pencil and trace around the perimeter and use a jigsaw to cut it out. All cut out, so I'm going to attach the press board to the back of the A, just using some small finishing nails. I'm going to take my drill and make some little holes so that it's easier to put the finishing nails in. You just want to make your holes about every 6 inches or so. Once you make your hole, simply take your finishing nail, pound it in, and you're done. The A is all finished, and now all we have to do is paint it. We're ready to paint our project, but before we do that, it's important to make sure that there's no rough edges. So you might want to take some sandpaper of varying levels of grit and just sand it down to make sure you have a nice smooth surface all down. You can also, in between your coats, take this Sand Blaster 320 fine and just make sure that everything is nice and smooth in between your coats of spray paint. While you're spray painting, remember, use a good quality respirator. 3M also sells a kit that you can replace your respirator pads. All you do is take them off like this, put on the fresh one, and you're ready to go. When you're outdoors, I really like to wear sunglasses. These are 3M Tech shatterproof lenses. They're great outdoors. Let's get sprayed. It was a lot of work, but our A is finally done and looking really cute. If you want to make your own letter A, make sure you hop on over to the blog for the full tutorial.